Okay, so we will going to make a ball. So when we'll click, it will shoot a ball. So there is two way to make it. So we'll start with the easy way, which is we can only shoot one ball at a time, and after we will use the for loops and arrays to be able to shoot an infinite amount of balls. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll start with one. So simply draw a ball, and we will convert it into a symbol. So draw a ball like that. Oh yeah, and by the way, I will use this opportunity to show you how to create gradient. You probably know how to do that, but when you choose your color, you can go here and instead of solid color, you can use linear gradient or radial gradient. I will use the radial one. So I don't know if you can see, I will make it bigger for you. It's a gradient,
Uh-huh.
gradient. So you can change the color like more grade by moving those little button here, and you can even change the color or add multiple colors of gradient. So like mine will be I don't know, like red to gray, like that. This will be my ball.
Uh,
Okay, to do that, first of all, click on your on the fill of your ball, so the color in the inside
uh-huh.
with the selection tool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then on the top right, click on solid color
Yeah.
and change it to a
Rad
radial. Yeah,
radio. Okay.
select it. And now you can move the little buttons here to change the no the one at the bottom. Yeah, like that. So this is the gradient. And if you make your ball bigger, maybe you will see. You see the change on the ball. So it's a radial gradient. It says it, so it makes a gradient from the center to the border of the circle. So it's great to make like a, a 3D ball effect. So maybe lighter in the center and darker on the outside, or something like that. And you can add multiple ones. If you want to delete one, you simply have to drag it, like drag it down, and then like take the black one, yeah, and then it disappears.
Okay.
Anyway, it was just to show you how to do that. So when we have our ball, we will convert it into a symbol. What I recommend you for the ball, okay, I will wait to select it, modify, convert to symbol, uh, call it
Uh,
a ball with the capital B, something like that. There'll be a movie, yeah, but press Control Z. I want to explain you something.
uh,
Okay, we will convert it into a symbol again, and there is like 9 little squares, like 8 white and 1 black.
uh-huh.
This is the position of the cross. So by default, it's at the left top corner, but for the ball, we will put it at the center.
Oh,
So
so for the other thing, I could have just done
yeah,
this.
exactly. But usually, personally, all my stuffs are as the cross at the top left. So it's always the same in the code, like always minus the width divided by 2 and things like that. But for some things like balls, I use a center one, or like the cannon for the rotation point. I would have used the bottom left one. Anyway, so we have our ball. We'll give it the name. So maybe ball one, and we will put it outside of the stage, so it doesn't appear at the beginning of the movie.
Whoops. Trying to find a place where I can get
Okay,
it.
in
There.
that case, just use the selection tool, the black arrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I will simply explain you something. Another math thing, we don't have choice. Okay, so this time, what we want to do is we have our ball right there. Okay, so this is the okay. So let's suppose we have our cannon right there. The ball will appear here. I will just
It's here.
here. Here. Okay, I have to pronounce the H. Here.
Yeah.
Here. Okay, thank you. So the ball is here, and its coordinates are right in the center, and we want to shoot the ball in that direction.
Mm-hmm. In the direction where the mouse is.
Exactly. So it will be the same angle, the angle that we have here,
Mm-hmm.
but when we shoot the ball, we have to give it a speed, an x speed and a y speed, which will be in that direction. In that direction. So the x speed like that
Mm-hmm.
will be speed x, and y speed like that. But we have to know what value to give to those speed so that the ball will go in the right direction. So how to do that? Uh, we have to use similar triangles. I think you don't have learned this thing. Well, anyway, what I want to say is that when we have similar triangles, which are like the same triangles, but there is only one smaller and one bigger. For
Mm-hmm.
example, if I have this triangle, I know that they are similars because they have two identical angles, like the square angle and the angle right there. And when we have similar triangles, if for example this side is 4 and this side is 8, if I know that this side is 10, I can certainly know that this side will be 5. They
Yeah,
are
true.
proportional, yeah, because the triangle is simply twice bigger. So here we have the same problem because we already know the big triangle. The big triangle is, we know that this side is delta y that we have calculated with the coordinates of the mouse, or sorry, delta x and delta y right there. We are looking for the sides of this triangle, which is speed x
Mm-hmm.
and speed y. Okay, so how do we get the values of, for example, speed x? We have to be able to make a proportion, and to make a proportion, we need three values out of four. Because
It's free.
us, okay, I'm not sure I will be able to say that. Three,
I
three,
have a hard time saying it too.
three, three,
Free. Free. Uh,
three. Okay,
yeah.
I'll try to pronounce it better. Okay, so we have to know three values out of four. Uh, like before, if we knew, like this one is, like I said, 8, this one is 10, suppose that this one is 5, and we want this one, we can write, I don't know, this on 8 equals, so we said this on this one equals 5 on 10. It's simply a proportion, and we can then do
So
the law of two.
it's a produit croisé
Yeah, a
kind
product.
of thing.
Yeah, exactly. A cross product, I think. So we have to do the same, but with our variables. So first of all, we this side, the side with the 5, I will let the 5 there. I will write the rest in purple. So we will have something like speed x on delta x equals this side, no, sorry, this side on this side. Are you still following me?
I'm just trying to think.
Okay,
It. Yeah, true.
okay. It's exactly the same thing as with numbers. So interrogation mark on 8 is equal to 5 on 10 because one triangle is only bigger than the other, like twice time, like, or third, two, three times. So we'll do the same with the variable. So speed x on delta x equals this side on this side. So what we have to determine is, first of all, this side here. This side here, if you think about it, it will be the true speed of our ball because the ball will go in that direction at a speed, any speed that we choose. So we will call that speed, I don't know, like true speed,
True speed.
true speed. So this is true speed. It's a variable that we will choose. Maybe like 10. We want to shoot the ball at a speed of 10. And then we want to know the speed x and speed y. So it follows the angle. So this one we'll call it true speed. And we know true speed because we choose it. True speed. So the equation will be speed x on delta x equals true speed on this side. And how do we calculate this side?
Same way. On the other one, on the bottom left, I think.
Hmm, it's easier than that. You learned that this year. In rectangle triangles, when you know the two sides, you can calculate the hypotenuse with
Uh,
Pythagoras.
yeah,
Because this side, if you think about it, this side right there is this side squared plus this side squared. Okay, if I call this side x, for example, I can say that x squared equals
equals equals eight
8
square.
squared.
Uh,
But if I use the variable, it will be delta x squared plus delta y squared.
yeah,
So if I want this side here, I simply have to take the square root. So remove the squared here. In fact, I will write it just below. So x, this side, is equal to the square root of delta x squared plus delta y squared. Okay, so this is the algebraic expression that represents the distance right there, here. So it's delta x squared plus delta y squared, and we take the square root of that. It gives us the length of that side. So all that to say that that to calculate the values of speed x, we do the proportion speed x on delta x equals true speed that we know on this side, which is the square root of delta x squared plus delta y squared. Okay, so that's the formula that we are going to use to calculate the speed x and the speed y of the ball that we are going to shoot. And in fact, it will be the same thing for a delta y. The only difference is there will be a y there. Speed y on delta y equal true speed on the hypotenuse of the triangle.
okay.
Okay, I'm not sure if you get all that, but I'm sure you partially did, and
Well,
that will be enough.
I understand, but I'm not sure I'll remember.
Yeah, but next year you will find that easier and you will learn those things.
I did Pythagoras this year, like for like a month or so.
Okay, okay.
I still